Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Had a lot of things going on this week. I'm just saying. We had another massacre. The worst one we've had. Probably, gee whiz, since 9/11. 58 people killed, last I heard, and 500 wounded. All from going to a concert. Whatever happened to just going to a concert and just enjoying the music? I'm just saying. Who would have thought, But over the last few years, we've had quite a few massacres. In America, we have a lot of massacres. Children, people who are just minding their own business, people who are in church, someone just comes in and just kills them. You're sitting in a movie theater, somebody just comes in and starts shooting off, and you're at a concert. It's weird, and it's hard to keep positive, it's hard, and for the natural disasters that we've had with the hurricanes and earthquakes, I don't know what's happening, my heart goes out to all of those who still have relatives that are missing and they haven't heard from them. In Puerto Rico, 85% of the phone towers are down. It's just not easy, So I know what it's like to not know what's happened to your relatives. So we keep all of you in our prayers, because these are some pretty rough times, guys, Gotta get this energy together. So we pray that those of you in those coastal areas will hear from your relatives shortly. Okay. Anyway, if there's anything that I can do, I'm more than willing. I've done everything that I could do. I'm sure there's more that I can do. I just need to know what it is. So anyway, it's rough, and I just wanted to let you know that that's Yolanda in the back, and I also wanted to tell you guys what I did this weekend, just to get on a little bit of a easier note. So hold on one second till I pull myself together. Okay, so I just wanted to again say to people who are missing relatives and those that are on the coast, I'm back. I had to stop for a second, pull myself together. So this weekend I went to Harlem, and my cousins had her church had like one of those decade parties where you dress from the 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s. It was so much fun. That was Saturday, and I wasn't going to go, but it was a lot of fun. We had it at the JFK Community Center on 135th Street in Harlem. It was really fun. I dressed in my little ponytail. I had my hair was in a ponytail, kind of like what it is now, but I am just about to braid it up to try to keep the curl with it. So I went with one of the skirts in the saddle shoes, the black and white shoes with the bobby socks. So that was fun. It was flat. which was comfortable because I'm usually in heels. So it was flat and comfortable, and I really enjoyed myself immensely. It was a BYOB. There were people there of all ages, both men and women. Sometimes you don't see a lot of men at these things, but the men were pretty spazzy and pretty jazzy, and they dressed nice and really, really, really had a wonderful time. Everybody very respectful. So that was on Saturday, and then Sunday, believe it or not, even with all the controversy with the Columbus Day thing, we went to the parade and rode in the float with the POWs, prisoners of war. And I always, always, always want everyone to know that I truly respect the veterans. We all should. When someone goes and fights to protect us in this country, we have to respect them. And I don't think we really do enough, in my opinion. I don't think we do enough for the vets. I think that they should have their own apartment complexes when they come back. I think that, they should have parks, for their families. I think that anything that they want, they should get. Okay, any kind of help, but all the services that they really need, mental health services and addiction services and things like that, have all been cut. It's like between them and the children, it's a mess, I'm telling you. And our children are just really, it's almost like we really are in the last days. They say, in the Bible says, in the last days, what is good shall be looked upon as evil, and what is evil shall be looked upon as good. What is light will be looked at, darkness will be looked upon. It's a mess. It's just really happening. All the opposite things are taken over, and we're not paying any attention. So I want to read this poem to you that I found, which I think is apropos, because children have no place to go, and they're born and they look to us adults for direction and for guidance, and we're just not doing our job. We can't do it ourselves, and then sometimes you can't even, like back in the day, you could say something to somebody else's kids. These days, people want to, be cussing you out. What you doing talking to my child? And the only reason why they're doing this is because they feel bad because they're not giving the child everything that they need to. Children are your most valuable investment. I'm telling you, people don't seem to understand, and they cuss them out and say all kinds of things to them and wonder why they behave the way they do. They don't have any problems talking to adults with any kind of disrespect. So I thought this poem was apropos for a little bit of everything that we're going through today. So I'm going to read it. Sometimes I have to take my glasses off, but I think with this font I can leave them on. Anyway. And hopefully this computer will stay on. It's called God Will Make a Way by Linda Preston. It was published October 2011, but it's so good because nothing much has changed in the last 6 years. It says, society seems in a mess. Mothers cry while fathers stress. To be polite is a disgrace as children mock you to your face. Every day the papers show that crime and rape did upward go. The things done in laboratories are stashed away in laboratories. Drugs and sex aren't hard to find. It seems as if the world's gone blind. For what the people fail to see is messing up society. As dads no longer head their home and kids all sit and chat by phone, what once to all has been a home is looking like a war-torn zone. No longer do you find that kids are playing in the park, for it's become a hideout place for gangsters after dark. What once was right now seems so wrong. No more joy and no more song. As what this all was meant to be lies buried in the cemetery. By telling you these things, my aim is not to make you mad. It's just to tell another truth, which soon will make you glad. Amidst the chaos of this world, of hurt, despair, and pain, and hate along with treachery, all done for selfish gain. There's this one thing I know of, believe with all my heart, that when I bend my knees to pray, my God will make a way. So anyway, I want you guys to stay encouraged, stay strong. Family, stay strong. I know that you're going to be hearing from your family soon. The president went over today. Hopefully, you'll be getting the supplies that you need, especially the water for those who are sick and in the hospital and, are on any kind of medication. The elderly, you need to be taken care of. I know that this world is in a mess. I know that there are ways there are other beings that are trying to wipe us all off and, through disease, because once you have water and sewage blending together, there's no water for you to drink, and you just can't live without the water. Anyway, I love you all. Stay encouraged. God will make a way. He will make a way. And I know it's difficult not knowing where they are, for those of you who are missing people and those of you who have lost friends and relatives in this massacre these last couple of days. We're going to keep you all in our prayers and continue to send money, continue to send supplies, and pray that you get all of the supplies and the things that you need and be able to rebuild. We have enough so that everybody working together, we can make this happen. So please like the show, subscribe to the show, hang in there, and we're all going to get this done together. Okay? All right. You have a beautiful week. I'll talk to you on Thursday. It's all right. It's going to be okay. All right? So like it, subscribe, and tell your friends. Okay? Going out with Yolanda Adams. All right? Opening up my heart. Open up my heart to God. Opening up my heart to all of you. Thank you. Have a good night.